Are we there? Yes, I think we're on. Right, guys, spur of the moment live stream because earlier today I was tagged by Joyce from What I Grow Netherlands allotment. So, in my best Dutch accent, Joyce, bedankt voor de nominatie. I think that's right. Or bedankt voor die tag. Yeah. So thank you, Joyce. Right. 10 questions. It is the pandemic 10 questions challenge. So, how many rolls of loo roll do I currently have? Well, I used up my last one yesterday. So every cloud has a silver lining. This will be taken home with me, and I'll be using this to plant something in, like a runner bean or a late pea, that kind of thing. Yeah, so I've currently got 0. But to be fair, it's not really a hardship because it's quite easy to get toilet roll. I'm at work, you see, so I'm not using my own toilet roll. it's great. I can use like 8 sheets at once if I want. You know what I mean? Hello, Rob. Turf therapy. How are you doing, Rob? Right. Well, I say every cloud has a silver lining. Every cloud also can make you wet if you get caught in a thunderstorm. I just better pray I don't get caught short before I get some more toilet roll. Right, question 2. Biggest change since lockdown has to be my hair. Look at the state of that. My big receding hairline, because I can't get a proper haircut by a proper barber. So I've had to just get it all wazzed off. And that's a massive change for me. Because in my mind, I think I'm like a cross between like Paul Weller and Liam Gallagher. Although Liam Gallagher has not a too dissimilar haircut, to be fair. But I mean like a 1990s Liam Gallagher. And if you don't know who he is, Google him. But obviously I don't look like a 1990s Liam Gallagher anymore. It's been a big change. I now look like Tom Hanks in Philadelphia. People have said to me, how's your treatment going? I'm like, oh, come on. Be kind, be nice. Hello, Alice. Right, question 3 in the 10 questions pandemic challenge. Question 3, what am I most grateful for? It's a bit of a philosophical question, that, isn't it? In what sense? It doesn't really, like, I suppose just like big things in life in general. I'm grateful that I've got 2 daughters. I'm grateful that Sergio Aguero scored that goal against Queen's Park Rangers in 2012. Something I never really thought I'd see, City winning the league. I'm very grateful for that. God bless you, Sergio. What else am I grateful for? I don't know, really. It's like the big stuff, the life stuff. Day-to-day selfish stuff. I'm grateful I've got YouTube. It keeps you going, doesn't it, being able to watch stuff on YouTube. Andrew Styles, you need a lot more than 8 sheets at a time with that toilet paper. Do you know what? I once took Works toilet paper to someone to complain, and I said, toilet paper should be more than 1 atom thick. And I held up a strip in front of my face, and I says, can you see my eye? And he went, yeah. And I goes, you shouldn't be able to see through something that you're going to wipe your bottom with. Because if you can see my eye through it, my finger can quite easily go through it. It's not on. It's not on. Skin flints. That's what they are. In fact, we shouldn't call it toilet paper. It's like that tracing paper you used to have at primary school when you was a kid, doing brass rubbings in the local church on tracing paper. It's see-through. I mean, come on. Right, question 4. What have I gone without lately? It's hardly sort of like life-changing, but I've noticed it's quite difficult to get flour in shops to make bread with and cakes. It's quite hard to get flour. So I've not always had flour when I've wanted it. Question 5. What am I missing the most? Speaking of going shopping, I am missing just being able to go and do my Monday night big shop without it feeling weird. I'm missing that. It feels weird at the moment and I don't like it. That 2 meters thing, I know people are trying, but it still feels like they're breathing down my neck and I'm getting a bit anxious and I don't like it. Yeah. Question 6. The last time I was at a campsite years ago, I haven't got a clue, to be honest. It was one couple of miles outside of Lancaster, I think, on a roundabout just off the A6. I think that was the last time I was at a campsite, but it was quite a while ago now. Question 7. My favourite quarantine food. Well, it's most things that have got pasta in. Although, to be fair, that isn't just a quarantine food for me. I am a pasta monster. I absolutely love eating pasta. I'm sure in a previous life, I might have been born in Italy. I love pasta. It makes me happy. Eating pasta makes me happy. So that's been my favourite quarantine food. Question 8. How am I exercising and working out? Well, when I can be bothered, I'm doing stuff out of this book. It's like prison cell exercises, and it's all just look at that. It's all just exercises, just using your body weight. You don't need any fancy equipment or anything like that, and it's something I can do staying in my room. I don't have to go out where people might breathe on me. So I'm quite happy just doing press ups and sit ups. And there's this like kinky one. I forget what it's called. It's called something like point your devil at the ceiling. You sort of like you lie on your back on the floor and you crook your knees. You sort of like lift your knees, if you will, and then you've got to thrust your hips up to the ceiling, and it feels good. I can't explain it. I just like doing that one. So that, yeah, it's called something like point your devil at the sky or something like that. Yeah, quite enjoy doing that though. They give me buttocks like Beyonce. That's what the plan is. Right. Question 9. What has been my pandemic purchase, or what will be my pandemic purchase? Well, I've not really sort of like bought anything special, but one thing I've had my eye on as a slightly tongue in cheek, just a little bit of fun. It's a book, and it's called something like How to Garden in a Zombie Apocalypse. And I thought it's quite fitting at the moment, isn't it? I want to keep my gardening going, and we're in like a bit like a zombie apocalypse. And question 10. 5 channels to tag. I'm not going to. I'm not going to tag anyone. I've noticed loads of people have already done this challenge. So without me spending hours going through all the channels I've subscribed to find out whether they've already done it or not, ain't nobody got time for that. I'm just going to leave it open. If you want to make your own pandemic challenge video, feel free. Say I nominated you, even though I've not like nominated you by name. It'll be our little secret, yeah? Right. And what I'll do after this video's gone live, I will go back and edit it. And in the description for the video, I'll put what the 10 questions are. I'll list them, and then you can copy and paste it into your video, and it helps you when you come to make your video as well. Right, so Joyce from What I Grow, my NL or Netherlands allotment, nominated me for this. Bedankt, Joyce. Bedankt voor de nominatie, I think. I think that's Dutch, said in a very Lancastrian accent, may I add. Yeah, but I think that's my best Dutch. Yeah, and if you're not already there with Joyce's channel, go and check her out. It's fascinating because where the Netherlands or Holland, whatever you want to call it, is where Joyce lives. If you look on a map, she's just literally across the sea from most of the UK. Very, very, very similar climate. So the growing conditions are almost the same. I just like to see the ever so slight little different ways of doing things that the difference between growing in Holland and growing in the UK. Now, 99.99% of what Joyce does is very, very familiar to me. It's that tiny little once in a blue moon moment. I'm like, we're not in Kansas anymore, Toto, if you know what I mean. I don't know how well that would translate into Dutch. Sorry. Right. So there is my challenge done. My 10 pandemic questions challenge. Joyce, again, thank you. And thank you guys for watching. Give us about half an hour to get the full proper edit done on this video. Sometimes it can be a bit temperamental, I've noticed, in YouTube Studio. When you finish a live stream and you go to edit it, it doesn't always like it. It's still processing the live stream. I think there must be someone in an office in Silicon Valley somewhere watching it, make sure that you're not just like sitting there naked talking about stuff that you really shouldn't be talking about. So there's like a lag on it. Right then, that's it from me. Thank you very much. I've been holding it in while I've been doing the challenge. I'm now going to the toilet because I could do with a poo. Oh no, flipping no, I can't, can I? Right, just try and think about something else. Oh, I've crossed my legs. That sometimes works, doesn't it? Right, see you guys. See ya.